Welcome into another episode of Cheap China. I am super excited for this one. I didn't think I'd actually be getting one of these, but I ended up getting one, and so I'm super excited to go over it with you. This is the DJI Mavic Air2 bundle. Not just any bundle though, this is the Costco bundle, you'll notice right here. Through Costco, I looked at a couple of different bundles, considered them all. If you go on DJI's website, they have their regular bundle, which is just the drone with the battery and the controller, and basically that's what you get. They also have the Fly More bundle, which is about $1,000, a little less than $1,000. But then I stumbled upon this gem, and I ended up choosing this one because I'll go over that in the video, but this one has everything that I think you would need. And once again, this is available through Costco specifically. So stepping outside of what I normally do, where it's all Amazon or eBay or AliExpress. So if this is your first time here, this is not normally what I do, but I did get this one. It is an awesome product, and I wanted to take the time to share it with you, unbox it with you, and go over the reasons that I think this is the bundle that most people should end up picking up versus the Fly More combo that's available through many retailers, including DJI directly, or even the basic stock model, which is just the drone. So let's get to it. Right away, you'll notice in this package here, I'm going to flip it over onto the other side. You're going to have all the basics included, right? So you have the aircraft, the remote controller, the low noise propellers. You've got 3 pairs of them, 1 intelligent flight battery, 1 battery charger, 1 AC cable, and then obviously the manuals. Then on the other side, you end up getting thrown in a 120 gigabyte micro SD card. This is going to be the A2 version. That you do want to have if you're going to be doing any type of 4K filming. And then on top of that, they throw in what's about another $100, $120 value, the extra battery. So you end up getting 2 batteries with this bundle, which is better than obviously the stock. Not quite as many as the Fly More combo, but once again, for the same price through Costco, for this bundle, it's the same price that you'd pay on DJI's website directly for everything you see on this side minus this. So the exact same price. Why would you not get this plus this once again through the Costco website? Much better deal, and I think in the long run most people would benefit more from this versus spending the $1,000. So in total for this, I want to say I spent $789. I think it was on sale at Costco through the holidays. Take advantage of that. If you go to DJI's website, you can get just this section only for the same price, or $799 is what it is. Or you can upgrade to the Fly More bundle, which includes 3 batteries, a charging multi-battery charger, which once again I'll go over some more detail why I don't think that's a huge plus. They do throw in some extra propellers and some lens filters. But once again, let's get right to this, get it opened up, and we'll go over everything in it, and then I'll tell you the pros of this one, and then why, once again, I think the Fly More combo is probably not going to be the best option for most people. So go ahead and get it opened up. First, start by opening it up here. I did go ahead and pre-cut this. It is going to be sealed up when you get yours directly from Costco. Okay, so first thing right out of the gate, you're going to get the extra battery. So this is the extra one. The battery for the actual drone will be inside of the drone itself, and then this is going to be the extra. So that's battery number 1. Also, normally in this section right here is where you're going to end up finding the SD card in its box. However, I did go ahead and remove that at this point. I will show it to you at the end of the video when I lay everything out. But it was in the card that it comes with from Costco, and it's pretty tough to get out of that, so I wanted to make sure I had it readily available so that I'd be able to show you that here momentarily. Okay, so from there we're going to go ahead and slide to the actual box. So At this point here, what you're looking at is the Mavic Air 2 box. This is the same box that you would get from DJI directly if you had purchased it through them. You would end up missing out on this bigger box that then contains the battery and that micro SD card. Okay, so from there, go ahead and pull this off. Takes just a little bit to get it out. Okay. In the first section, you're going to have the actual drone itself. It does not come with any additional protective plastic or anything on it. It did have, I will say I did take it out of the box already, but it did have some stickers on it marking where things go, how it is opened, that type of stuff. But you're going to see here, this is going to be the battery. It does come pre-installed. It does not come pre-fully charged, so you will end up having to do that. That also is going to activate that battery because it is in a hibernation mode when you first get that battery. Okay. It then does give you step-by-step how to open them, each of the wings or each of the arms. You do have to do it in a sequence. You can't, unfortunately, do the bottom ones first, but that's going to be the actual drone with the gimbal cover already on it. So we'll set that aside. Next, you're going to have to pull this protection out and reveal the underneath portion, which is going to have the new controller. Okay. Sticks are going to be inside here, so once you do get that, you'll pull the sticks out, place them in on each of those. I do like that. Kind of nice that you can actually pull those off to store them. You don't have to worry about them getting mashed up inside of a bag or a box or anything like that. So that's going to be the controller. Then you're going to have your quick start guide and then the safety guidelines and disclaimer. Those are the two pamphlets that come in the box. Do take some time to look at the quick start guide. I will say, unfortunately, I don't think it's very informative. You're not going to learn a lot from looking at this. But I would suggest looking through it at least. It does tell you how to at least get it set up initially. From there, check out YouTube, find other videos. I may do more videos in the future, but there are plenty of videos out there that are going to give you more information on the actual first flying, your setup, and all of that stuff. So take a look at that. Once again, that's the second thing in there. Then from there, it looks like there's going to be a bunch of other compartments. In here, these are just extra padding, nothing in them, but you do end up pulling this part out. And as you can see on that, that's going to be your accessories. So we'll slide this part aside. Okay, in here, go ahead and get that opened up for you. Next thing you're going to get inside this is going to be an extra set of control sticks. So in case you do end up losing the original ones that are already in the controller, you do have a backup set. Of course, I'm going to try to lose them right out of the gate here, but you do have a backup set of those. Next, you're going to have the propellers in this section here. So you're going to have the A propellers and the B propellers. Okay, follow the markings on them to put them where they need to go. You'll see on the drone itself that two of the propellers have some gray markings on them that are going to match up with the propellers that go with them, which are going to be the A propellers if you ever are confused that way. Once again on here, it's going to show that they're marked and they go on the marked side, and I'll show you that real quick. They go on the marked side, so on these propeller motors here, it's got the gray marking, this one here. But if you'll notice on these ones, once again, no marking there. Those are going to be the ones that are labeled unmarked. Okay, and those are going to be the B set of propellers here. Once again, showing as unmarked. Okay. Inside there, you'll then have 3 propellers. So the 2 that go on it initially, and then 1 extra one in case you do end up breaking them. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Same thing with the A propellers. There's also going to be 3 inside this one. And I'll take these out, take one of them out to show you what that looks like. Okay, so if you'll notice on this one here, it's got the gray on it. Those are the ones that end up going on the ones that have the gray markings on them. So I'll put it on here real quick. Cool thing with these is they do end up just popping right on there. Just get it on and it twists on. So pretty easy setup there. Do the second one. Once again, always double check that it is the marked one. If you put the wrong ones on, I've heard that it will cause problems and it will cause the drone to spaz out. So obviously double check that. Make sure you're putting them on the right ones. These are going to be the unmarked ones. Once again, no coloring there. So they're just going to go on the unmarked sides. And they each twist on the opposite way, which can sometimes throw you off. Okay, and the last set. Put that on. Okay, finished with the accessories here. Next one is going to be the actual charging brick. Yours are going to have plastic wrapping on it. I did remove mine already just ahead of time just to make it easier to get to and show you. This is where the battery is going to charge in, or plug in to charge rather. So that's that. Next is going to be the charger for the controller. Okay, so this also plugs in directly to your power brick. Make sure you're putting it in the right way. Then it goes from here. So you're going to be a USB Type-C. It's going to go into your controller directly in the back side right here. And that's how that plugs in there. Next is going to be the actual power cord itself, which then plugs directly into there. I won't do that, just pretty easy to do. That shows you how that works, plugs in and then directly into the wall. You can charge one battery at a time with this, and then your controller also at the same time. So both of those can be charging at the same time utilizing the charging pack. And finally, inside here, you're going to have the different cable types that go in the controller. So when you use the controller, slide this up and reveal that inside here you've got a different cable. My phone uses USB Type-C, so that's what this already is. It comes pre-installed with the iPhone, I believe it's a lightning cable is what they call it, but you're going to end up switching it out to whatever phone is yours. If you're using the iPhone, it's already pre-set up for that, but it also has USB Type-C, which once again is the type that my phone uses, and then it's also going to have a micro USB cable. So if you're using an older phone or technology that still requires that, you can use that like a tablet or whatever, and that will plug directly into there. So there's that. I'll open it up and show you how they go in there. This part was a little bit tricky getting open, but inside there you're going to have your different cables. This is going to be the USB-C, which plugs into the controller to the micro USB. And then the other side will end up being, in my case, the lightning cable, because my phone uses the USB-C to USB-C. This is the lightning to USB-C. Okay. Inside the battery box, as you might expect, is our second battery. And it comes with the information on that, intelligent battery, flight battery information. Then you'll pull this open. And inside that, you'll see that it is the spare battery. So total of 2 batteries that you end up getting with that Costco bundle. So once again, that's where that is. All right, so now that we got everything laid out, we'll go over it one more time. This is, once again, the Costco DJI Mavic Air 2 bundle that you can get for the same price that you'd pay for the DJI Mavic Air 2 regular stock deal that you can get on their website directly. It's going to be the exact same price. Actually, it's a little bit cheaper on Costco. I think once again I paid $789, whereas if you just buy the base model from DJI, it's $799. So once again, I think this is overall a better deal. You get the 4 regular propellers on the Mavic Air 2, get the regular battery, you get the controller with the regular control sticks, the 2 extra control sticks. They do throw in a pair of additional propellers. You have all of the different charging cables, so it's the USB-C to micro USB, USB-C to lightning, and then once again, in the controller already is going to be, depending on your phone, I've already switched mine out. It's going to be the lightning that they put in there initially, but with mine, I've switched it out to the USB-C to USB-C. So you get all 3 of those, so it doesn't matter which phone you have. Your power cord that hooks in directly to the power brick, which has the charging port on it, and then the USB-C charger for the controller. Okay, this once again is where it is different. You get the extra battery with Costco, and then the micro USB, which is 128 gigabytes. So now that we've gone over all of that, I will tell you the reason why I prefer this to the Fly More combo, or why I chose this one over the Fly More combo from DJI directly or other retailers. So first and foremost, I'm a brand new drone flyer. I'll admit it. I don't fly a ton. I don't have a photography business. I don't do any of that type stuff. So 2 batteries is going to be more than enough for my needs. Each battery is supposedly going to give you about 34 minutes of flight time. So that's just over an hour if you're flying correctly, depending on your conditions. Once again, that's more than enough for me. Each battery then internally takes about 90 minutes to charge. So 2 batteries was the number one thing. I'd like to have more than 1 battery, but having 3 for the extra $200 didn't make that big of a difference to me. So that's number one reason why I chose to do that. Second reason I chose to do it is because this automatically comes with a micro SD card that I didn't have to go out and spend extra money for. So it comes with both batteries and the micro SD card, once again for the same price that you'd pay to get just the stock version from DJI directly. So that's another huge bonus, because I think that's close to at least about $50 bonus with the 128 gigabyte micro SD card. So that in and of itself, with the extra battery, which an extra battery normally runs about $115 to $120 depending on which website you get it from, those 2 things made all the difference to me. Now the reason I wouldn't buy the Fly More combo, couple reasons. So it does come with the adapter so that you can charge 3 batteries. However, you cannot charge 3 batteries at one time. You can put them all on the charging adapter at one time. However, it's going to charge in sequence. So it's only going to charge 1 battery at a time, just like you're already having to do when you're using just the one that comes with it. So there's no advantage to it other than you don't have to go back and check on it to see if 1 battery is done charging. It will just start the next one. So the way it works is it charges in sequence. It charges the battery that is the closest to being full first, and then it moves down the batteries until they're all done. Once again, going with the one that's closest to being done first and moving to each battery in sequence. It does come with some extra goodies as far as filters for the camera on the drone. Once again, like I said, I'm not a photographer. I like what it has with it already stock, so that doesn't draw me in anymore. Maybe down the road I might like to have some of that, but as it stands right now, with what it comes with from Costco, what it comes with from DJI directly, I think is more than sufficient. Those are the main extra benefits. They do end up throwing in some additional propellers, which I think would be nice to have if you're wrecking it a lot. Hopefully you're not, with the controls, with how the drone rather is built. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue for you. Knock on wood that is never something that I go through or that any of you go through. I have several friends that have the same drone. They have not had any propeller issues, and they're they said they're pretty durable. Even when they're putting them away, they don't actually take the propellers off. They just fold up the arms, put it in their carrying case, and then off they go. Now, one thing that I am a little sad that I don't have as of yet is going to be a carrying case. However, you can get a carrying case pretty cheap online through either Amazon or eBay, depending on how you want it set up, from anywhere from about $20 all the way up to $50, $60, depending on how you want it made, what do you want it made of. I will be reviewing one of those in another video coming out soon. So that is one of the downsides. That's one thing that I wish this kit would have come with, is a carrying case. The Fly More bundle does have that, but once again, overall, because I can get one for cheaper, for around $25, I think is the one that I'll be reviewing. Not something that would sway me into spending the extra $200, because I've already got the battery, I've got the SD card. Once again, I spent $789, I think is what it was, on Costco.com. In order to get that Fly More combo, you're looking at $989, all the way up to, I've seen, over $1,000, depending on which website you're buying it from directly. So at the end of the day, to save myself that extra money and what I'm going to be using it for, and for most people, honestly, I feel at the end of the day that this is going to be the best combo for you based on everything that this combo kit comes with. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If this is your first time here, once again, subscribe. Don't forget to do that. Get the bell on. I've got a bunch more drone videos hopefully coming. We'll see, depending on if this is something that you guys like to see. But once again, let me know in the comments below. Hit that bell for reminders on any video that I do have coming out. And hopefully you enjoyed this. And next time, we'll see you again here on Cheap China.